So there was a period of time about 5 years ago that we both found ourselves alone and single parents, a place that neither one of us had expected to be. I remember coming to Love Church because my daughter had been going to Rev, and we just kind of felt pulled there. And I remember coming in one day and both of my kiddos were in tears and I was in tears, and we were driving in from Iowa. It was just a really rough time, just struggling, trying to be the mom and the dad, and it wasn't a natural role for me. And I just remember having teenage kids and coming in, and Denise Doxson, Pastor Todd's wife, just came over and she grabbed another couple ladies and they just surrounded us and they prayed for us. And I had never experienced anything like that, and there was just this beautiful peace, and I just thought to myself, this is our home.
The first time I came to Love Church, I was invited to a small group. It was very helpful just to be able to meet people and kind of develop relationships and kind of see the love that people had for me, for each other, for the other people in the group, and just the genuineness of that kind of fellowship.
We were both serving, and I was greeting, and Brian is an usher, and I saw that as an opportunity when we were serving. I saw that as an opportunity to introduce myself and maybe make a little joke that I had a much more difficult position as a greeter and MVP tent than he could possibly even understand as an usher. And I think I maybe scared him a little bit.
Our first date wasn't really a date. We were getting together to get some ice cream, and we met at Midtown Crossing, and we never really did get ice cream. We spent like 5 hours just kind of sitting around talking, and started to see each other from there, and saw each other at church, and that was kind of how we got started.
The church really ministered to us in that time. They had put together a conference for Blended and Blessed, and we spent the day with other families and hearing stories, and people at all different phases. We were dating at the time, and other families had been in it for the long haul. They had kids that were grown now, and everybody said the same thing. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And we were already seeing the fruit of that 2.5 years into being married and blending our teenagers, and I can see where it is worth it.
Giving really isn't a question, it isn't really an option. We're told throughout the Bible that everything that we are blessed with is God's, that we're just stewards. None of this is ours. For us, when we decided to go all in, it was just a question of, okay, Lord, how much of what you have entrusted to us do you want us to give back? It was really interesting for me because I think our daily readings at that point in time when we first started this was in 1 Chronicles, and it's David going to the people to ask them to give to build the first tabernacle. And he has there's a great, I think it's one of the songs of David, where he talks about everything that we have comes from you, Lord. So we're just giving it back. And it was just a great reminder for me that everything that I've been entrusted with, it's all just his. I'm just trying to be a good steward.
And because we've seen God move so beautifully in our own lives, that I see our church, and to me it's more than a building. It's just a place for people to come and be healed and to feel that love that I felt in a time where I was so broken and lost, Lord. And I thank you so much for giving me this church and these people, and for allowing us to be a part of growing Love Church. And wow, I can't wait to be there greeting people and hugging people and just loving on people, because that's my heart. Just to see lives changed, and our city changed.